Heat-seeking warhead. We've been hit. Sensing Coriolis deviation across orbital ring. Reading shift to west by northwest, magnitude, 2.
Correcting tower balance. Releasing anchor bolt 127 through 214.
Echelon siren losses now exceed 60%.
Director, the beanstalk cannot hold. The Saviorite rebels are very close to capturing it.
We have no choice. Initialize ion. Prepare the conduit.
Roger.
Director, the conduit's authorization has failed.
How come?
We're locked out by Professor Klaus. We can't secure access from our side.
What did you say?
Trinity processes sync rate at 96%. That should be good enough. Let's begin the experiment.
Professor, no! The results have not been confirmed! It's too dangerous!
Ridiculous. It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe! Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine.
Are you serious? Do you even fully understand that thing?
What's the alternative? Do you want to just surrender this place to them? The conduit is a gift from some divine entity. It is a gateway. A gateway that will take us to an entirely new world.
You're delusional. Divine entity? The conduit is nothing more than a meta-universe manifold.
Galea, we humans are fools. We've ravaged the planet. We are on the verge of burning even the skies above. But the conduit could transform us into something so much more. Galea, this is the birth of a brand new universe.
Stop, Klaus!
Fools, indeed. The time has come.
So, here we are in the finale of Xenoblade Chronicles 1-2 Torna. I'll turn the chat back on. So we just defeated Amalthus at the front of the world tree here, up to the top. And we got a little bit of insight into the backstory of this world. So first of all, this world was created in the same way that the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was, with Klaus, the scientist, remaking the world. Though Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is just like, oh, it was simple curiosity, he remade the world. Whereas in this game, it was he completely lost faith in humanity. And the tool that the space station was like keeping safe and like researching the conduit, which was a gateway to other dimensions, he decided to use it as a tool to potentially make the world into something greater, and as such created the worlds of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. And yeah, that kind of shattered you, Han. Nice, nice. And so this is the final stream of this series, and as such, I'm super ready to unveil all the stuff that I've been working on when it comes to the camera. For the past week since the last stream of Chapter 9, I've been working hard on preparing this. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn the camera on here, is what we better do. Go ahead and... Dang, is it not working? There's like a chance that it doesn't like to work sometimes. Dang it. Hold on. There's like a small chance that this does... There we go, jeez. This is way harder to get to do that than you'd think it would be. Like this little transition here, that is way harder to get to do than it looks like it should. Like I've even completely bugged out my desktop audio once while I was mucking around with that. I had to learn freaking coding and auto hotkey in order to get this thing to work. It's working now. I don't know why it wasn't before. It usually has like an 80% chance of working. Sometimes it just doesn't. And I don't know why that is. But this is how my scene transitions. So I've drawn all 4 of these swords myself. We have up above the Sword of the Creator from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which we're going to be playing later today. And over that side, we have the Monado from Xenoblade Chronicles. I can do my larger camera. We have the freaking Monado over there, which I've drawn. We have the Aegis sword over there, and we have the Master Sword down there. So, yeah, and I have the glowing versions that make this transition, which was kind of very hard to do. That's sick, actually. Thanks. I'm glad that you think so. Also, something else I did with it, whenever anything on the alert box goes off, the sword, like if somebody follows, if somebody subscribes, if someone gives bits, if somebody hosts me, if somebody raids me, the swords will start to glow for 60 seconds. I'd set it longer if I could, but I can't. Like if I go into my freaking thing here, for example, and I emulate a follow alert, like it's not going to show a fake follow alert on the screen, but if I click emulate follow alert, the swords start to glow like this, and they'll be glowing for the next 60 seconds before fading out to the regular versions. So that's basically what I did with the glowing swords. And when it comes to this transition, like this thing right here that I made, which it doesn't transition to them not glowing anymore since I said they'd glow for the next 60 seconds. That was pretty difficult to figure out, and one of these days I might actually make a tutorial on how to do that for if anybody else wants to learn how to do that, because I haven't seen another stream anywhere that does anything like that. Like, so like I had to figure this all out myself. So if anybody looks at my freaking transition that I have here, I want to make that video so that they can know how to do it. So that's one of the things that I did. Another one of the things I did is I messed around with the lighting. I don't have any of it on right now, but this is the standard light. Like that's just the thanks for the 1 bit there, Anima. Like I showed the swords would start glowing now. For bits under 100, it sets it to like 10 seconds. The swords start to glow for, but oh, does the single bits thing not work with Streamlabs? Uh-oh, or with Stream Elements? My standard alert box, which appears like over there in the center of the screen, is Streamlabs, and this one is Stream Elements. Did I not set the right thing for Stream Elements for like single bit cheers? Do I have to go into my settings and fix that? Aw, man. Aw, man. How do I edit this? Hold on. Wait. How do I... I can't edit bits alert? Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't set then. I can't edit. Oh, there it is. Cheer. Never mind. Hold on. Wait. Let me fix this real quick. Animation. It should be set to the freaking thing, right? It's set to that. Variation settings. Bits default when it's less than 1. Oh, I didn't set this one. Okay, let's fix that right now. There we go. Submit my overlay. There we go. Cool. It should now, let's just save it real quick. Okay, if any more bits are given right now, it should make my facecam overlay glow for 10 seconds. And if it's 100 or more, it makes it glow for 60 seconds. So, now that that's fixed, I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah, hello Anima. Hope you've been enjoying Fire Emblem Three Houses. I look forward to starting it later tonight. But anyway, I'm messing around with the lighting in this room as well. So this right now is the lighting that I had before. I need to take out my headphones here for a second. So this is the lighting I had before. This is just the room light. That's the light at the ceiling there being on. And it makes the camera look okay. It can be a bit blurry. The camera can't quite focus completely. But I have a new light. So let's actually go ahead and turn this off real quick. So that's off now. And now the new light, let's flick it on. This is my studio light. Look how much brighter it is and how it's focused. Like, look how much better the camera looks now. Like, the biggest upgrades that you can do to like a camera on a stream isn't even getting a new camera, it's getting a light. Like, look at how much of a difference that makes. Like, it's so crisp and clear now. Like, it looks like the camera itself is like 3 times better when really all that changed is the lighting. It's the fact that I got a freaking studio light that is very bright right here. There's 135 massive bulb in there. Like, it's on this freaking stand here, and it like likes to fall over sometimes. So it's kind of, oh, that camera doesn't exactly go much over, does it? And my chair's still squeaky. But look how bright it is in here now. And thanks for the 7 bits, Anima. Hey, look, the swords are glowing now. See, I told you. There, now it's working. But thanks for the bits. Yeah, maybe I should have given a warning before turning the camera directly towards the light. But yeah, as like another comparison here, turn the studio light off.
Even the darkest night.
This is a room light. Like, this is just the regular room light that's on now. And look, there's like reflections off the freaking frames and stuff like that. There's reflections off that. It's a little bit blurry. Like, it doesn't look too good. But with this light, which lights up the whole room, it's so bright. It's crisp, clear. There's like almost no reflections. There's a little bit of reflection over there just because of the light itself. But yeah, I know, it looks so much better, doesn't it? Like, all that, like the camera itself, it looks like the camera changed. It looks like the camera got better. It's just the light. It's just the freaking light there. And when it comes to toying around with lighting, I also had another idea in mind. What if it's like late at night and I don't want to have that massive bright light shining in my face? I just want to have a nice ambient setting and I have it be chill. So let's say this light is off and it's super dark in here now. There's a little bit of sunlight coming from over there. Let's say I want it to be ambient in here. So how do we set the ambience? Well, how about we do that? We go ahead and set the ambience in here a little bit, you know? So in short, this is the new, I got a new camera too. So I got some floodlights for back there, for behind the couch, which I control with the remote. So if I wanted to, I could, like, we could make it red, like, whoa, there's a red room now. I could set the colors individually like that. I could have them like cycle between some different colors, like just rotate and do whatever the heck. Like, I've got so many choices here. And that's just like almost regular white light there. And there's a clip of some sort there. Watch that clip right now. Perfectly timed dialogue. Was it like perfectly timed with the music or something like that? What is this? What be this here? Also, yeah, hi from above there. What's this? The light. But yeah, as like another comparison here, turn the studio light off. Even the darkest night. This is a room light. Like, this is just wait, what did the characters just say there? Hold on, I need to turn that up. Hold on. Turn the studio light off. Even the darkest night. This is a room light. Even the darkest night is right as I turn off the light, he says even the darkest night, and then right as I turn it back on, he says it's followed by a dawn. Are you kidding me? I missed that. That's hilarious. Sorry, I'm used to looking at that camera. Also, I've had some problems with this camera here, like the fact that it can't be a rectangle. It's a freaking square. Instead of being 1080p HD as like a rectangle, it's 1080 by 1440, and I don't know how to fix it. Well, in reality, I can make it a rectangle, but if I do, it makes this camera here a square. Like, it's one or the other. I contacted Logitech support about it. Sorry, I don't know which camera to look at here. I contacted Logitech support about that. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. But essentially, we have a second camera to toy around with here now. So because it's, you know, a square and not quite the, you know, same thing, on these other scenes I just have it as like a separate thing. Like, I could turn this off. Maybe we want an above view, and these swords were designed for a rectangle camera, not a square, so the hilts like of the Master Sword and the Sword of the Creator from Fire Emblem Three Houses go off the side a little bit because it's like a temporary solution, you know. So there's that. Or we can go back with the regular camera. And the thing about this camera right here is I have an extension cable on it. The cord, like that's on top of my TV right now. That's why it's from above, and you can see like the whole room and my freaking ambient lighting that I have going on there. Also with these lights, I had them propped up in such a way that I could just turn this remote over my head and change them however I want. But they got a little bit messed up as of today when they fell from where they were propped, and I can't quite seem to get just the right angle to turn them on and off and do things just by doing that. I have to hold my arm up now, so I don't know where the heck the receiver for them is, what I have to change to, you know, move it back and stuff like that. But anyway, with this camera up here, because there's an extension cable on it, I can route the cable all the way down to about here. This is where the cable reaches on this. You want a freaking demo? You want a demo? Look at this. We want to showcase the room. Bam, it's on the table now. Dang it, it fell over. If we want, let's say we want a doggo cam. Let's say my dog is like chilling late into the nights and she's like falling asleep, and we want a freaking doggy camera while we're playing Dead by Daylight or something like that, or something cute to look at. We can have a doggy camera. This cable is super long. I can basically move it wherever I want around this desk space. Or let's say, for example, we want another camera like on the other monitor, since if I can get it on there, because typically we have the camera, you can see a little bit of the light of the camera there, we usually have it there. We can have a different view on things, but you know, for now I'm just kind of having it from, dang it, things are getting tangled here, hold on, uno momento. Right now I just kind of have it up here chilling. Let's tilt it up a little bit so we can see the ambient lights and stuff like that. So essentially, that's our camera to mess around with. My primary camera hasn't changed. My primary camera is still better. This is just an extra camera for us to do what we want with. Like, let's say I was making a Dead by Daylight tutorial and I want a camera on my keyboard and mouse to showcase what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Sorry, I'm used to looking at that camera, not that one. Let's say I want a keyboard cam or something like that while I'm showcasing something. I could move that wherever I want and like point it down at my keyboard to like, it can move around anywhere in the space, pretty much. So we can do that, you know? Also, let's turn the studio light back on. Go ahead and flick this on. While this is on, you can't really see the floodlights back there as well because of how bright that thing is. Let's set this to the colors I like. Freaking green and blue is what we'll do there, because why not? So you can see a little bit of the green back there and a bit of blue reflected on my German Pokemon Platinum poster, Pokemon Platina Edition. But anyway, yeah, so that's some of the stuff that I've been working on there. So when I said I was changing everything about the camera, I meant I was changing freaking everything about the camera. Like, also with the whole me being able to turn off, now I can turn off the chat and the alert box with a separate key than this camera. Like, these are all different keys. I can press another key here to turn off the chat. Like, look at that. I can turn it off whenever I want. So if I'm playing a game and we're watching a cutscene, or I just want the camera off for some reason, but I want the chat to stay up, we can have it stay up. And that's actually what I want to do for Fire Emblem Three Houses. I want to have the camera on during battles, but off outside of battles because of how much dialogue there is, and I don't want my camera to get in the way of the character portraits, for example. So we can do that while still having the chat on the screen, is my idea behind those hotkeys. And hello, Super Hyper. But yeah, and yeah, my dog isn't here right now. She's out of town for the weekend. Everybody else of the household is out of town for the weekend, so I can be loud and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that's some of the stuff that I've been messing with. And how you're impressed and love and insanely hyped, you sir. Alright, God, I'm glad you like it. I haven't streamed at all this past week because I've been spending this past week working on this for a proper way to finish off this over half a year long series and bring like a new breath of life into the stream. Like, this is a new chapter of the stream that's starting now, so it only seemed fitting that this biggest series that I've ever done ends with that. Like, it's basically showcasing a lot of the way the stream used to be before transitioning into the new chapter of the stream, you know? What the heck am I getting emails of? But yeah, so this is the new quality in a sense. How do I say words? This is the new, I don't know, amount of quality. This is the new standard. That's the word. This is the new standard for the stream right here. So this is what we've got going then. But yeah, it was worth the week and you love it. You'll geek up about this for a long ass time. Glad to hear. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, so this is my freaking setup now. So you look up there and there's the freaking other camera, which I can move around because of extension cable. Like, there's everything for the stream. Whoa, you can see in there forever because OBS on top of OBS. There's a freaking studio light. We got ambient lights back there, which you can't actually see all that well with the studio light on. Man, with that, look, the top light is off. It's literally just this, but it's lighting up the whole room. Like, what? It's so freaking bright. Like, my goodness gracious. Let's tilt that back up a bit again and tilt it up more, something like that. And yeah, anyway, another thing that I've been working on is I've been working on changing my scenes. Like, I had to because of this transition here. Because of this transition where the swords like come in like that, I had to edit my scenes a little bit. So the Dead by Daylight scene is just changed a little bit. I didn't make that many changes to this scene. It's still mostly the same. I made some big changes to the Smash Bros layout. I wanted it to be a lot simpler and such. So when playing Smash Bros, that up there would be the timer for how long the game still has to go on, and it perfectly fits the timer over there. And in the bottom there, those two gaps in where things are is where player 1 and player 2 go. So it like perfectly fills the bottom space, because you don't want to fill too many of the sides on Smash Bros because, you know, off-stage shenanigans, you can't do that. But the bottom space is almost never used. So right beside Darkrai in the jar there on the bottom left, like down that way, would be player 1, and then down like right there would be player 2. And right in between them, there's like the socials, like sub goal. I could replace that with a follow goal or something like that. I kept my gifts of the 3 Pokemon there since they're who I play in Smash Bros typically. And yeah, we're making good use of the space without anything getting too much in the way while still being able to extend the Smash Bros scene, is the idea behind this. When it comes to this like transition here where the swords come in here, yeah, that's why I logged on to Smash, because I was looking at like where everything is relative. I was running random Smash replays so I could see where the timer was, where like the player symbols were, so I could perfectly like balance this out. So this is the new Smash scene. So I added these transitions with the swords to my playthrough scene, my Smash Bros scene, my Dead by Daylight scene. I haven't added it to my 3DS scene because doing this animation where the swords are like glowing and coming in, it's basically a visual illusion that cycles through 4 different scenes. And because the 3DS scene changes so much, like it changes every time I stream a new game, it can't really do that unless I want to change my other ones like every time, but we could. Also, I worked on setting up a Bravely Second layout because once we're done with Bowser Jr.'s journey, we're going to hop into Bravely Second, which I really look forward to. So I have a Bravely Second layout at the ready already, but we don't have that same like transition with the swords as we do here. I could make it, but I'd have to like remake it every single time that I like change games, which would be unfortunate, but not too much of a hassle. So yeah, this is... So I've been working for the past week on completely overhauling everything about the camera, and as you can see, I literally meant everything about the camera. So I've been ranting here for a while now, but yeah, I'm really excited to start this, new chapter of the stream. Like, this is a new standard, and I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with this camera, but it's an option now, Oh man. But yeah, phone dying. You have to ask me something. What's that, Anima? What be that there? But yeah, so now with this new like standard of quality for, look how good it looks with the freaking lighting. I mean, with the lid from my hat there's a little bit of shadow on my face, but you know what? What the heck, Anima? Well, I guess here's a good example of the swords glowing for the next 60 seconds. What the heck, Anima? Freaking 1,000 bits out of nowhere. You generous mad lad. Oh my goodness. Anima, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits. That is nothing to scoff at there. I hope you enjoyed the 60 seconds of sword glow that you get now. You're just dropping it, you say. Wow. And now you're at a total of 1,330 Jeebus. You are freaking insane, and I literally never know what to say, because it's like, how the heck do you thank somebody for being freaking... This is the hole that... Hold on. This is the hole that Amalthus came from during that boss fight. What happens if we drop down here? Can we drop down here? But yeah, you're heading out here because your phone's dying, I guess. But no! Oh. Freaking Tora. You can survive anything. You don't know if you're heading out? Or you don't know what my response should be? Oh, no matter the case, thanks so much, Anima. I appreciate it. Thanks so much there. And also, yeah, so this is the hole that Amalthus came from. I'm gonna jump into it, screw it. Nice. Oh, to both. Gotcha.
That was poorly judged.
That was poorly judged. There's a little bit of green on my monitor now. It's from the freaking light back there. Also, since you can just barely see the green back there, should we set it to like cycle colors? Like so that since you can only see a little bit of it anyway, while we're here, we can have it like, you can see in the background it like change colors bit by bit, because why not? You know? But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Anima, and thanks again for the 1,000 bits, Jeebus, and I hope you have fun with your new Switch and Fire Emblem Heroes. I'll be joining you in Fire Emblem Heroes once I'm through with this game here, which is this final chapter. And speaking of Fire Emblem, did I just say Fire Emblem Heroes? Fire Emblem Three Houses, in case I said Heroes. Yeah, I kind of like the look of the fading colors back there. Speaking of Three Houses, I got the special edition in today. The freaking, this is heavy. The freaking Seasons of Warfare edition with this coming out. It's pretty neat, actually. I haven't actually opened it yet. It's still sealed up there. So I haven't put this into my Switch. I haven't seen the contents of it firsthand. So once we're done with Xenoblade Chronicles Chapter 10 here, to, you know, finally finish off this series and stuff like that, we're probably gonna do like the first and last ever unboxing on the channel, because unboxings are stupid, so I'm probably never gonna do one again. But hey, let's do it for Fire Emblem. Why not? It could be fun. So let's do it, I guess. So I'm just gonna put this, you know, over here again for now. You can rest there for now, Fire Emblem. You can chill there and such. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off Xenoblade Chronicles 1-2 Torna, which we've been working on for over half a year now. We're gonna see how the whole story concludes. And then we're gonna hop right into Fire Emblem Three Houses after opening that box and checking out all the stuff in it. But yeah, you'll have to get Smash one of these days, Anima. Anyway, we're now done with the Amalthus boss, which was Chapter 9, so let's go ahead and head up here. Also, because my hotkeys are different, I'm used to pressing the button to turn off my camera like that and having it automatically turn off chat in the alert box. So hopefully I don't forget during the important cutscenes here. That would suck. So let's not do that. But yeah, I spent 500 for the Switch warranty and 2 games plus case. Jeez. So yeah, it might be good. Oh look, there's the freaking chest. Might be a good idea to wait a bit before getting more games. This may well be a good idea there.
You're all mine.
You're all mine. Let me tell you right now, you gotta get, for games to get one day, this game right here is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Octopath Traveler. Those, in my opinion, are the 2 best games on the Switch right now. And then probably Smash Bros. But that's my opinion. One day, if you're ever looking for new games to get, keep an eye out for those 3, is what I would say. Because they're incredible. I turned off everything there because I thought it'd be a cutscene. I guess not. It could still be a cutscene. Maybe I should leave the camera and stuff off. Because, you know, we're going up the elevator. Going up the thing.
It stopped moving.
Perhaps we've arrived at the end point.
If we go outside, we find out.
Good point. Let's have a look.
Look up.
The stars, they're close enough to touch.
The other view is quite something too. Look at the cloud sea all the way down there.
So this is the top of the World Tree. Ah,
That sound.
Huh? What is that?
It's Elysium.
Elysium.
This way. Let's check it out.
It's been a while, Father.
Logos.
Is that my real name? What's it mean? Logos.
It has no meaning. All it represents is the ego of those who named you.
How many years has it been?
I forget. It has been far too long.
You know why I'm here, don't you?
I know it all. All that you experience is passed on to me here.
Then, let's get straight to the point. Huh?
No need to rush, my child. I'm fading. I'll be gone soon enough.
Is that right? Then I'll take it all.
Do as you wish. If you believe that is your role.
Is that choice really mine? Answer me. This is what I came to hear.
It is a choice you made together.
Good answer. Thanks for creating me.
Ah. And here comes the other answer.